Ladies and gentlemen, it's Titoclock. So please welcome your host, James Deacon.
Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat, mga kaibigan. Hello and welcome to Titoclock. It's Tito James here with the rest of the gang, all the way from Makati City, broadcasting to you live and internationally wide on the World Wide Web. So I hope you're doing well wherever you might be. If you are out there in a different country outside of the Philippines, or actually it doesn't matter where you are. If you are in the Philippines, just drop us a location, right? So we know where you are. When I say location, we don't want specifics. We don't want to stalk you or anything. Just Makati or Quezon City or whatever, right? Just to give us a geographical feel of who's out there and who's not, right? Just trying to do this thing with the AirPods today to see if it makes a difference. Here we go. New technology. No, not working. Okay, it's a little difficult, but is it any clearer, or is there any advantage to using the AirPods? If there is, just let me know. If the voice is clearer, then let me know, because otherwise I'll just pop it off. It's a new thing and it's not exactly helping me unless it does a better job of the voice. So, okay, Dumaguete, let's say hello to some people out there. We got Francis Albacete, who's all the way from, it's moving fast. So we got Dana from Cebu. We got Giselle from Quezon Province. We've got Mayan from Maykawa in Bulacan. We've got Charm, who says Friday is Guapo Day, more from Bulacan. Dragon X, we got Tanawan City, Batangas. We've got Mabel from Cagayan. You see this is what I'm talking about. We now know where everybody is, and it's great. We got Abu Dhabi there somewhere as well. Okay, well, a couple more. Taguig Makati, John James, and one more. Let from Caloocan. We'll leave it there for now. Oh, okay, fine. Maria Lenas from Cebu. Okay, that's it. That's it for now. Okay, so there. We are officially here till about 6 o'clock, or until we give away the gas. But for now, how we normally start the show, if you're a newcomer here, is we basically get up to date with what's happening in the world out there by getting the latest in headlines. And for that, we need Chris. Chris, what you got for us there?
Hey, hello from Quezon City, Tito James. Happy Friday, my fellow Tito Clockers. And this is Chris for Tito Clock News. The Department of Health's COVID-19 biosurveillance reported that the Philippines has detected 54 cases of Omicron subvariant XBB.1.9.1, which is a variant classified by the World Health Organization under monitoring. 39 XBB.1.9.1 cases, mostly locals, were detected out of the 199 samples sequenced by the University of the Philippines Philippine Genome Center from April 3 to 11. The Omicron subvariant has been detected in 63 countries. The country's Genome Center also detected 30 XBB.1.5 cases, 70 BA.2.3.20 cases, 2 XBC cases, 1 CH.1.1 case, 1 BQ.1 case, and 1 BA.2 case. While the government expands the rollout of second booster shots against COVID-19 to the general adult population, Health Officer in charge Maria Rosario Vergeres stressed that the vaccines are safe and effective against all versions of the virus. The Philippines has confirmed over 4 million COVID-19 cases, including 66,433 deaths since the pandemic started in early 2020. Residents of Metro Manila and some parts of Luzon can expect rains to continue today as the low pressure area, or LPA, formerly known as Tropical Depression Amang, still makes its presence felt over the country's largest island. The LPA, last spotted 40 kilometers southwest of Iba, Zambales, is forecast by State Weather Service Pag-asa to bring cloudy skies and scattered rain showers and thunderstorms over Metro Manila, Pangasinan, Tarlac, Pampanga, Zambales, and Bataan. Pag-asa warns that flash floods or landslides are possible due to moderate and sometimes heavy rains over these areas. Meanwhile, the rest of the country will experience partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms due to the LPA or the effects of localized thunderstorms. State meteorologists warn of possible flash floods or landslides during severe thunderstorms. South Korea is the Philippines' top source of tourists this year, the Department of Tourism announced today. DOT Secretary Christina Frasco said South Korea has overtaken the United States, which led in terms of foreign tourist arrivals to the Philippines in 2022. As of today, we have over 1.5 million tourist arrivals to the Philippines, and our number one top source market is the Koreans coming on a daily basis, and the numbers are increasing by the day, Frasco said. From February 10, 2022, or when the country lifted pandemic-induced travel restrictions to December 31, 2022, Frasco said there were 428,014 South Korean travelers to the country. Prior to pandemic, South Korea had always ranked first in visitor arrivals to the Philippines with 1,989,322 in 2019 alone. However, like other countries, tourist arrivals from Korea declined drastically during the pandemic, dropping to 338,877 and 6,456 for 2020 and 2021 respectively. Pop diva Celine Dion announced the release of new music on Thursday, her first since revealing last year that she was suffering from a rare neurological disorder that was affecting her singing. The new album Love Again is the soundtrack for a film of the same name and contains 5 new songs as well as past hits. Love Again is the 55-year-old Canadian Dion's first album since her 2019 album Courage. In December, Dion posted a tearful video on Instagram to say she had recently been diagnosed with stiff person syndrome and would not be ready to start a world tour as she had planned. The disorder was causing muscle spasms and was not allowing her to use her vocal cords to sing the way she used to. The Courage World Tour began in 2019 and Dion had completed 52 shows before the COVID-19 pandemic put the remainder on hold. This was to have been the first global concert tour in a decade and the first without her husband manager, Renee Angelil, who died from cancer in 2016. Those were the latest for Titoclock News. Let's head over to check the inbox for our weekly dose of sweet potatoes brought to us by Kamote Corner.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Very afraid indeed.
Yes, and the camotes, they grow in the rainy season. You know that, right?
Yes, it's like they're like gremlins.
Who said that? Here, Gucci says traffic is bad again. Instant traffic.
Yep,
Just add water.
water.
Mhm.
Yep.
Couldn't be more right. Okay, what you got there?
All right, for the first one, viewer discretion is already advised because this, I think, is the wildest road rage we will be
This is
showing.
so wild. Yeah, this is wild. This is crazy.
Wild.
I wonder where this is. I can't seem to read the number plates.
I've been trying to guess.
Yeah, it's not here, but it looks like somewhere in Southeast Asia.
Possibly.
Could be
That's
Malaysia.
really bad. Oh my gosh.
This is so bad.
So yeah, kids, please don't try this at home.
It's so crazy, man. That's so
Everyone,
crazy.
Take a breather.
Oh my
Take a
God.
breath.
That's okay. One more time. Okay.
They're
So
said
it's
in
left
Malaysia.
hand. It's left hand drive though. That's see he approaches the driver's side. They're left hand drive cars. So
Mhm.
that rules out Malaysia. I think maybe Vietnam. I think Vietnam is the left hand drive.
Maybe.
Anyway, we're not focusing on the right thing. What we should be focusing on is just don't do this, okay? But how
Right.
crazy is this? This is so nuts, and it goes to show also how people just completely become possessed behind the wheel of a car. And I know I've talked about this before, but there are new people here all the time. So the phenomenon of road rage is very similar to internet rage, keyboard
Right.
rage. Very
Mhm.
similar because you get the same feeling of you're disconnected from that person, so you dehumanize them. There's something in between you. Like in this case, a case of metal. So you feel like you're not. You can dehumanize the other person. You don't see them anymore as a father or a mother or a brother or a teacher. You see them just somebody in your way. And
Yes.
just you can train yourself out of this. You just got to take a deep breath. You got to count to 10, and you just got to tell yourself, is it worth it? The answer is always no. It's
Oh.
always, always, always no. I mean, yes, this guy was beating on the thing, so they're both to blame. I'm not gonna try to say who's to blame more here, but the thing is, this guy here in the silver car, if he gets caught, is going to be facing potentially 5-10 years in attempted murder.
Yes.
This is attempted murder already.
Already, yes.
Yeah, it's very difficult to argue against attempted murder because it was several times, and you just ask yourself, was it worth it? Now, the guy did have a baseball bat. Sure, you're allowed to defend yourself, but you focus on getting away. Don't focus on what this guy did was a bit too much. Anyway,
True.
thankfully the Titoclockers know this, and they won't get into this kind of mess. But
Yes.
just always, please, just do me that one favor, everyone. Just take 10, count to 10, take a deep breath, count to 10, and just ask yourself, will this matter in an hour's time, 2 hours time? Chances are won't. So much less in a day or two. But what your decision, how you react to this, how you react to this problem, can change your life forever, or end your life. So there,
Right.
be careful.
She said, road rage is caused by the feeling of entitlement. That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Road entitlement, and just stay away
Anyway,
from
never worth it. I hope the whole Philippines know this.
it.
Okay, so the next one. If you're a tricycle, beware of big vehicles' blind spots. And
Oh God. He was a good guy. I don't know what happened, said both parties. Ay nako. I was reading the comment. I missed the
again,
one. Okay.
wee. Ouch.
Okay. That from what I saw, can we play it one more time? From what I saw, that the tricycle was was driving out of the street and didn't stop.
Did not stop.
That is just pure camoteness right there. That's the epitome of camotes. Whether it was look at that. There's just, come on, seriously, come on. That whether it was a bus, a car, a bicycle, or a pedestrian, that kind of camote behavior. Oh my God, how did he last this long? How did he even get this far in life? Who on earth just comes into a main road like that, just thinking, voila, I'll just get lucky.
So much of a hurry, maybe.
That is just that's just pure. That's the purest form of bobo that I think. Really, I don't like to use the word either, because it's not kind to no. But when it comes to these things, that's it. I cannot. These people, you have to call them out. You have to call them bobo, because imagine somebody that's your relative in the tricycle. Imagine that you're the one driving the bus and you kill that guy. You think you'll sleep at night? Your whole life is going to change, even if it's not your fault. So, I'm sorry, but I have no nice, kind words for these people, because it's just purely, that's, move on.
Your stupidity. Move on. All right, let's move on to the next one. And this Jeep is probably too tired.
Here we go. I think the Tito-ness is rubbing off now. It's contagious. Okay, I see what you did there. You are now an honorary tita.
Yes.
Too tired. Okay, yeah, that's
tired.
Grabe.
Wonder what happened there.
I don't know, but for a wheel to come off like that's I would say there's negligence involved.
True.
Not sure by who, but there's negligence.
Hi. Please check on your vehicles before you drive, everyone.
Yes, please. Yes,
all right.
please.
The next one is a van gone to a wrong lane because maybe too in a hurry or not paying attention. Ta-da!
What's this van doing?
He's in the bus lane. Isn't this the bus
Backing
lane?
up.
What?
Yeah, he's backing up.
No.
Oh, no, 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 no. Sorry. It's like I saw the lights, but it was paused, and oh well. I mean, I'm not going to come to the defense of this guy here per se, right? I don't know. I don't know this guy, or whatever. But sorry, the Tito in me has to say something. And
Go.
if anyone has ever driven on EDSA, since this bus lane thing has happened, they will
Mhm.
know that it's a guessing game as to which part is allowed and which part is not allowed. I don't know if
Right.
you've noticed this, Chris, in your travels, but there are sections of the bus lane where it's permitted, but it's a soft permit because it still says
Mhm.
bus lane only. But the
Yeah.
thing is, they have to cross over to the Magallanes side to pick up their passengers. So the buses
Yes.
have to
Yes.
get off the dedicated lane and they have
Right.
to cut across 3 or 4 lanes to get to the other
True.
side. And
Yes.
then because they don't use that section that goes under Ayala Tunnel, this is just one example, okay? You
Mhm.
go under the Ayala Tunnel, you're allowed to go onto the
Mhm.
bus lane because they're going on the top. But the signs are all contradictory. So as much as I want to kind of hate on this person for feeling privileged or entitled or whatever,
Right.
I can't also sometimes blame them because they don't know when it's okay and when it's not okay.
That's
I think the
true.
bus lane thing has just so magulo. And it's just kami pang ginagawa pang kami pang tanga, if I said that correctly. Yeah, because yeah, it's like seriously, it's like you're on the bus lane, right? In
Mhm.
the legal portion, and then you accidentally enter the illegal portion. Remember, there are no signs to differentiate the you're allowed and you're not allowed.
Mhm.
So when you get caught in the part you're not allowed, they treat you like you're some kind of criminal. Like, dapat alam mo yan eh. It's like, no, yeah, but what happened in the, no, they don't care anymore. So it gets my blood boiling because if there's one time that you need uniformity and consistency, it's
Mhm.
traffic rules. Because we
Right.
all need to speak the same unspoken language. We need to all be on the same page. That's the only time it works. That everybody understands green means go, red means stop, bus
Uh-huh.
lane means bus lane only. But if
Agree.
you're going to flirt with the rules and say, well, in this portion, okay na lang, you're going to have these kinds of problems perpetually.
And they're probably
Ah,
gonna say, "Oh, it's a temporary thing for now thing."
yes, and that's the thing. They say it's a temporary thing until we build the. Well, then, no, that it doesn't
Please
work that
fix it.
way. It doesn't work that way. You got to be consistent. I know we're the kings of paraan, and we always have creative solutions for everything. But when you cannot afford creative license in the rules in traffic. You cannot
True.
because there's no other way to communicate. It's like when you're underwater in scuba diving, they have hand
Right.
signals. These
Yes.
hand signals are international. Do you dive? I don't. I don't
I
dive.
have.
Okay,
I
I've
have
done a
tried
couple of.
diving.
All right, so you know the basics. I've done
Yes.
intro dives only, so I'm not a licensed diver or anything, but I've done intro dives enough to know
Same.
that they
Same.
teach you the certain hand gestures to
Right.
communicate because there's no other verbal way to communicate there. You've got to
Yeah.
rely on this. Now, whether you're diving in Indonesia or the Philippines or
Mm-hmm.
in Australia, the language is all the same. It's the same. That's what traffic is. We
Yes.
cannot communicate. So when we drive in another country, when we drive in another province, anywhere else, the green means go, the red means stop, the triangles give way, the hexagon is stop. We have different, and it's uniform. So that's my only point.
Ah,
I'm
that's
gonna leave it
true.
there.
Ah,
Leave it there. Leave it
I hope they fix this already. Anyway, Tito James,
Breathe,
we've come
breathe,
to the
breathe.
last one. It says, "Don't go that way. It's this way." Ang cute na nagsulat ito, Tito James.
Road closed. No
Right.
entry. This way.
This way.
This way. Okay, we ended on a nice note.
Yes.
I gotta
On
say. All
nice
right.
note, as always, and we made it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Congratulations in advance to our raffle winners. And stay away from kamote people, but always choose happiness instead with some Sugar Rush. Follow my events team on social media. That's Sugar Rush Entertainment PH for your party entertainment needs. Or you may shoot me a work-related DM as well. This is Chris Napeñas. Have a fabulous weekend, everybody. Stay safe, healthy, and hydrated. See you on the next one. Bye!
That was Chris with the latest in the headlines. So we rely on her to keep us on the same page of what's going on out there. Plus, of course, she does a great job with Kamote Corner. Although I think personally she just uses it to get to me, just to get my blood boiling. But that's another story for another time. If you want to get a hold of Chris, here are her details flashing across the screen on the bottom part. And she's available for like voiceover work and stuff like that. And also for any kind of entertainment events and stuff. Pop her message, start a dialogue. You know how to do the rest. All right. It brings us to our next portion. It's another favorite of our Titoclockers here. It's just our little way to get things going around. I know the pandemic is officially over, but there's still some people struggling. And you know what? At the end of the day, it turned out to be a good community idea to keep this going. So pandemic or not, just to be able to help some local businesses out there, we developed what we call Free Plug Friday, which is an opportunity for businesses to advertise their products for free using this platform. So all you got to do is pop us a message here on IG. Sorry, that's scrolling down below there on IG at Deaconize. If you want to be a part of our Free Plug Friday, we do have some space now. So if you do message us today, we do have some space coming up for you. So we'll give our Titoclockers the first right of refusal before we plug it on the main page. All right. So any of our Titoclockers, if you have a business that you want to start promote here and you think you fall into the category, pop us a message right now before I start advertising it in a day or two on the main page. All right. So for that, we need X. What we got in the box there, X?
Hi, Tita James, and hello, Titoclockers. Welcome to another edition of Free Plug Friday. All right, Tita James, let's start our Free Plug Friday with Chirpy Fun. So just for all of those people, Chirpy Fun actually offers workbooks that would also be beneficial to Pinoy kids, especially those ones living abroad, since they offer these learning materials that contains information about Filipino culture, food, language, history, and traditions. And some of the workbooks that they offer come in the form of mazes, coloring pages, word search, word scramble, riddles, and more. So just check these out, Tita James. So for those guys, I know, people, they're actually expats, kids living abroad. If you want your kids to learn a little bit more about Filipino culture, guys, the price is $8. It's actually the first time, Tita James, that I've actually been given a price in US dollars and Canadian dollars as well. So it's $8 or 10 Canadian. And they're also available on Amazon. As you can see, it's scrolling down below. So Chirpy Fun, you can find them on Amazon, Facebook, Instagram, and you can check out their website at chirpyfunpress.com. So next, Tita James, we actually go to Bebe Balm. So I'm actually going to show the products, and you have to show the products also yourself because it's actually there on your desk. So I'm actually going to show it, guys. Bebe Balm is actually these. I'm not sure if my video is on. All right, guys, Bebe Balm offers an all-natural skincare for babies, even for adults, of course. For those with sensitive skin, and it offers, that's the box there with all these cute little things that are very colorful.
What's this? Buy spot.
It's actually, they have different products and they guarantee to moisturize and heal sensitive skin. So some of the products they offer is the Bebe Balm. So the one that we're holding right now, is that a Bebe Balm too?
Yeah, Bebe Balm by Dry.
Exactly, Tita J. So actually the Bebe Balm, it soothes eczema, dry skin, and
nice.
cuticles. Hi. Yes, it is actually, and they actually have a lot of products too, and it's also for cuticles. It prevents diaper rash, and they even told me that this is also good for Rocket as well. So,
Rocket? How did he insert himself?
That's literally what the owner said, is you can try it on Rocket's paw as well. So I don't know, I'm gonna try it because it's actually going to make it more moist. I would like to get, okay, he's sleeping somewhere, but I would like to test it on him. And they also offer Bebe Bugs. So Bebe Bugs, I'm not sure if you also have it. I have the really, really small one that comes in this container. Bebe Bugs is good for mosquito, bug bites, mosquito repellent, and it's perfect to stop itching from insect bites. And also good for allergies and eczema. So not sure if you guys can see that. So the price for this actually, Tito James, is 160 pesos for a 4.5 gram size. And of course, they also have buy spots. Do you also have
That's
buy
the one I was
spots?
holding. That's the one I was holding. Buy spots.
Mm.
And what's
That
this
smells
for?
good, actually. This one promotes skin renewal from scars, bruises,
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
and it quickly, girls, listen, or those who have problems with their face, it quickly deflates pimples. That's pretty cool, right? And it even
Wow.
soothes sunburns. Not yet done, Tita James. It soothes sunburns,
Yeah.
cooking burns, and so much more. And the price is 499 for a 4.5 gram size. So it means it must be that potent. Imagine that, like a small. Let me try. I don't have a rash right now, or a mosquito bite, or a pimple. Wait, I do have a pimple somewhere here. It's gone, but I'm gonna try it once I do. Once I do have a pimple. But anyway, guys, hope you can try it out. They also have a shampoo bar. Did they give you any, by any chance, DJs? You have a shampoo bar there too,
A shampoo bar. Well, I kind
or
of
an
showed
oil?
everything. I got
Since they
the
also
Bebe
offer.
Balm By Dry.
Okay.
I've
Okay.
got the Bebe Bugs Natural Skin Soother.
Okay.
And then
That's
I've got
one right
this
here.
Bebe Balm shampoo bar. Yeah, there you go. Should open
Okay.
it now.
So
It's
this
like
is a
it's like
shampoo bar.
shampoo, but for like a soap.
Yes,
Like
a
a
shampoo,
soap.
and it actually lessens hair fall. Yes, you heard that right. That's actually
I was
not
thinking.
you,
I
that
was
guy.
thinking. I was thinking of Rocket. I don't know who you were thinking of.
Oh, hey, easy, easy.
Yeah.
But guys,
Rocket's got some dog pattern baldness going on. There you go.
even for your cat, Marshy too, right? Marshy also has
Yeah,
a
but
lot of.
Marshy, the cat, yes, he does. But he grows his hair twice the rate that he sheds it. So he's
That's
just like
true.
he's just like a fur factory, just pumping out all this fur.
Just always
You know,
pumping out, always pumping
Yeah,
out.
we're
Right,
starting
right.
to put them into pillows and sell them. Maybe we might even use Free Plug Friday for it.
Hey, why not? Oh, guys, by the way, for those who are interested to try, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to scan the QR code, so I'm going to just put this out for a bit. Okay, that's actually the QR code. So, guys, they are offering a 15% voucher discount for every 500 peso purchase, and it's exclusive for all you Tito Clockers. Does it work, Tito James? Have you tried to?
Yeah, well, it brings me to Lazada.
Yes, it brings you to Lazada, and all you need to do is redeem the voucher so that you can use it. And for you guys to get a 15% voucher discount for every 500 pesos purchase. So again, guys, you can check them out on IG, Lazada.
Yeah.
They're also available on GrabMart as well. See, it works. CTJs, let's bring you
Yeah.
up there close.
So yeah, just take off the comments. There you
There.
go. But they're perfect.
There you go.
Wait, I don't know. Let me see.
Perfect,
Does it
perfect.
still work? Because we have a logo. Let's try again.
All right. Let's
try
check
again.
it like this. All right. So guys, this
Yeah.
is again Bebe Balm.
Yep. It works.
It works. All right, guys. So
Works.
there you have it. So Bebe Balm again, it guarantees a soothes skin for sensitive skin for both babies and adults. And again, it's an all-natural skincare. Again, Baby Balm, guys. And Tito James, last but not least, I actually have the product here. It's not with you right now because I actually took it out from the chiller. It's actually from our friends from Be Healthy. So guys, we're gonna end Titoclock with this. So would you like to
What's
try
that?
Tito James?
Yeah, sure.
We're
What's
gonna
that?
end Free Plug Friday with this. It's actually a daily tonic.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're gonna end
Yep.
Titoclock. Okay, hold on. Let me just hand it over to you. Wait, my arm. Injured. No, don't laugh if you like. Okay, you can tell them what happened. But anyways,
He's got tennis elbow.
yeah, I got tennis elbow.
Okay.
It's not the best. But guys, again, maybe I could use it for this because actually, guys, and Titoclock on a healthy note, we're ending it with some drinks from Be Healthy. Don't try it. There's actually a reason why I'm asking you to not try
Why?
a sip, because Tito James, it is very extremely potent. It has natural
It's
ingredients.
scaring me.
Okay, ginger, garlic, lemon, honey, apple cider, and the best way to take it is with an empty stomach with only 1 tablespoon either in the morning
What?
Either
Oh,
yes,
so you
yes,
don't
yes.
drink the whole thing like a smoothie?
No, you don't need. That's why I wanted to make sure.
Okay. So you keep that in the
Right.
fridge and you have a bit on an empty stomach before you
On an
or
empty stomach or
start
30
your
minutes
day.
before eating. Yeah,
Mm.
before eating or before sleeping. And the reason why it's very potent is because it has many health benefits such as cleansing the arteries, supporting a healthy heart, improving digestion, and even it boosts your immune system. So, Tita James, if you guys really want to maximize the benefits, it's best to take again 1 tablespoon. And the price for a bottle is 400 pesos. It is just a 235 ml bottle, good for up to 2 weeks. And if you want to get 2 bottles, it's only 750 pesos. So, guys, again, you can check them out on Facebook. Again, it's Be Healthy. Again, on Facebook and Instagram, you can check it. It's scrolling down below. Tita James, am I boring you there? Are you okay?
No,
Are
I
you
just
reading the
because I just
label?
bumped into this. That's why.
So,
I should have shown this
but tell
earlier.
them about it. Tell them about it. Tell them about it.
Well, it's the backstory to Bebe Balm.
Yes.
So
Okay.
we've moved on. We were talking about Bebe Balm here, and then I
I'm
came
gonna
across the
quickly show
backstory.
them, actually.
And
Right,
it was
right.
born from a mom's love and desperation. So I thought that was quite unique. Mommy Carol is an
Okay.
OFW expat who founded this Bebe Balm because she couldn't find anything to help her baby with a very dry and itchy eczema-prone skin. So I thought that was
Mhm.
interesting to bring up. Sorry, no, you weren't
It
boring me. I
is.
just something else got my eye.
Kidding.
Okay.
Well, guys, now you know the backstory. There's actually a deeper backstory to Bebe Balm. There's more to it. All right, guys. So again, Bebe Balm, you know we already sent you guys the QR code, 15% voucher discount, and of course, like I said, if you guys wanna start trying something new, of course, there's also Be Healthy, which is 100% natural and has so many benefits. So, guys, you can check them out on Facebook or Instagram. Well, Tita James, that's actually all that we have for this week's edition of Free Black Friday. Stay safe and always sanitize the clockers. So this is X. Peace out. Send a message if you want to be a part of Free Black Friday on Deaconitis. Bye. Woo!
Well, that was X with Free Plug Friday. And again, if you have anything that you'd like to promote, we'll give you a chance first here at Titoclock, or all our Titoclockers get preferential treatment, of course. And you can just pop a message here. It's at Deaconitis on Instagram, and X will take care of the rest for you, right? So I'll wait a couple of days before I put that out onto the main page. And then that way you guys get a bit of a head start. Sound good? All right, that's it. So now we get on to another favorite portion of, well, I don't know. I just made that up. It's another portion. Okay, it's my favorite portion. How about that? It's the Ask Me Anything, brought to you by Petron. Well, that was fast. Okay, here we go with the Ask Me Anything. Hey, Kikai Moto, watching from Baguio City. What's up, man? I'm not sure, man, or I didn't assume. I shouldn't have assumed anyway. Is this similar to, we had this last week, or is it just the same one type of thing? I'm selling my car right now and it's buyer viewed the unit and kinuhan picture ng ORCR and IDs ko. Question lang, baka ba yun yung may copy na yung details ng car and IDs? I'm worried. Well, yeah. I'm no expert on this. Okay, so just take it as just advice from another layman. It doesn't sound like a good idea at all. Right? I don't know how much they can do with it but then if they have your information, then it can be faked. So if it can be faked, I'm just trying to run through the process of faking it. I'm not sure how far they could get with this, but I think it's too far already. Just letting people just take photos of your ID and your ORCR, etc. Because yes, they could probably create some trouble for you. Not a good idea. Okay, that's just a layman's point of view. So hope that helps. Sorry that it wasn't filled with expert advice, but that's my advice. I would be very, very, very wary. And you're already selling it, so sell it already. Okay, next. Oh, hello, James. What is the brand of the red car in the picture? Which picture? Is it the? Oh my God, what's that? It looks like, I can't tell from here. It looks like That's local? I don't know. Can you zoom in a little? See? I don't know. Can't tell you. Haven't really seen anything like that before. Are we sure it's not just a home build? If anyone else knows, pop us a message. Help me out. Okay. Doesn't look like something I would, want anyway. It looks a little. It doesn't look very well proportioned, to be honest, for my liking. I know someone who provided documents for working out 2 days after. Okay, yeah. So that as a rule of thumb, you got to be very careful. Just pause the ask me anything for a while because I want to address what Josh said. It is, I think, here in the Philippines we are so behind on data privacy. It's not funny anymore. Locals here, I just noticed people here will gladly give their information to anyone who asks. I don't like that. I just don't like that level of complacency and trust because there's so much we can do with that information. So I would love to see a strong campaign to tell people not to give their information out. And even better, I would love to see the people who handle the privacy data, they've got to be stricter on these things because we are just too lax. We're just way too lax. I hate the way that we treat it here. We got to give it more respect. You know how many times it happens where a credit card company will call and then they'll either give information to whoever answers the phone. They don't know it's you, and that's your personal, very sensitive information about what you owe, etc. And then they'll just call up and they'll speak to anybody in the house, say, "May utang siya dito, sabihin mo." That's another example of you are entitled to some privacy. Anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest. I don't think we take it seriously enough. Next. Chang'an. I've only tried one so far. They look, to be honest, they look a little, I would put them on the higher end of the Chinese ladder, but they're not yet, I wouldn't quite say my top three yet. I still think when you consider Chinese vehicles, I don't know, the jury's out whether you call an MG a Chinese vehicle or not. It's built by SAIC, which is a Chinese company. It's owned by SAIC, but it's a British brand, and they still deal with England for a lot of the designs and stuff like that. But if we call it a Chinese car, I've got MG, I've got Geely, and I think the third spot I would probably give to, it's a tough one. I like what BYD are doing with their electrification and stuff like that. But Poshi, to give you a quick answer to your question, they're decent. They're on the top end or the higher end of the Chinese brand, and that should give you enough confidence as well. Favorite car from it? Kurt, very tough because I really didn't get to see everything that was there because I was there, but then we had to leave before a lot of the cars were launched. So I hosted the opening of the show, and I was able to do the opening ceremonies and see a few launches, but I didn't get to see everything because we did have to leave for a shoot. So sayang. Brenda's watching from Sobra Traffic sa EDSA. So hey Brenda, keep it together. We'll keep you company for as long as we can, and just hang tight there. Eduardo says, why haven't you raced competitively in the celebrity division of Vios Cup? It's because I can't do that while I'm commenting on the race. So I accepted the position of their host and commentator. I've been doing that since 2014. So we're coming up to almost 10 years now doing that. And so I cannot race and be the commentator and host at the same time. So that answers that, I guess. I did, last time I raced competitively, it was in 2014. So there you go. Your opinion? No, my opinion on that is it wasn't a suicide attempt. If it was the one, because my brother runs Lifeline, so I did ask him because we're talking about it. It was incorrectly tagged as a suicide. I'm assuming we're talking about the same one, okay? This is just like a day or two ago. It was a seizure. The person had a seizure and then fell. And sadly passed away. Let me just double check that for you, because let's see. Give me a second. Give me a second. I don't want to lose this. Okay. It was the MRT. Jeez. Okay. Don't want to waste your time. Here we go. The patient from the MRT Quezon Avenue. Are we talking Quezon Avenue station? Was coded a few minutes after touchdown at East Avenue Medical Center, and sadly was pronounced dead after. The MRT Santolan station, also case of fall. Okay, so maybe we are talking about two different ones, because on the same day, the patient had a seizure, then fell from the stairs, had suffered severe head trauma, and sadly also passed away. So that was directly from Lifeline and my brother. So yeah, I guess one was tagged as a jumper, and you see the jumper was even done like that. So I don't know if it's, sometimes we just draw our own conclusions, and that's kind of sad. But the one in Santolan was a seizure that also was incorrectly tagged at one point as a jumper. And of course, I feel very sad about it. I mean, I feel sad either way, because when you deal with suicide, you got to ask yourself what that person was dealing with, that ending their life seemed to be the best option. Again, there's nothing in life, you can go through your life, and there's so many times you could have given up, but you didn't, and it's not the happiest you will ever be. Remember, even right now where you are, it's not the happiest you'll ever be. There's still a lot more coming for you all the time. You just got to ride it out. You just have to ride it out. So I feel very sorry, very sad for people with who attempt or are successful with suicide, because it's just the devastation that it leaves behind. It's just, you can't imagine it. Sadly, our family has been touched by it. It was a cousin. A cousin lost a child to that, and man, it's years later, it never goes away, that pain. And then of course they question themselves and stuff like that. So I really feel terrible and terrible about it. That's all. It's the right time to put a platform screen door on every train stations. I'm not sure if it's time yet. I don't know if there's really, I don't know when that time would be. Sadly, you got to look at these things also from, you've got to weigh it out in terms of the numbers. How many incidents are we talking about versus how many travelers, to justify whether you are going to do something as drastic as that. And although one is too many for if you're the family that's affected, when you're actually going to make policy like that, it may not be time. I'm not sure. Another opportunity to improve. That move. Do you think the Philippines should join BRICS, or our world economy still be safe ticking? Gucci, I think you know where my heart is, right? I think you know how I feel about this. Why you usually ask these questions. I don't know what our trading situation is, and I don't think we're big enough to really make a huge difference. But what I can tell you, what he's talking about, for the people who may not be on the same page yet, BRICS is a new group that's basically, they're trading outside the US dollar. The US dollar is the global reserve currency, and it has been going down for a long time. It's not showing yet, but the fact that they're money printing so high, and we're talking money printing at levels that even Austin Powers would be going, whoa, it's crazy what they're doing. And the thing is, the reason it's not showing so far, and if any other country was doing this money printing that the US is doing, they would already be completely, totally bankrupt through hyperinflation by now. Venezuela is a good example, Turkey, Germany in the 20s and 30s. There's so many examples of this. But the US are able to export that debt out. They're exporting that problem out because you've got 330 million people in the US, but you've got 4.5 billion US dollar holders. That means most of the world is holding US dollars. And so when they inflate it, they're exporting that inflation out. So you don't really feel it straight away. But when it crashes, it's going to crash so bad, your head will spin. So nobody knows when this is going to happen. Experts are saying we're in the process of it happening. I think we are too small of a country right now in terms of a global scale to really be affected by this, but I'm not the right person to ask. about that. I can just tell you that, it's a good time to sort of not hold US dollars. If you are on a personal level, I wouldn't want to do it. I wouldn't feel safe. Gas prices are going up. Oil can now be purchased US. Yes, that's true. US dollar does not have any gold backing it up. It hasn't done since 1971, when Nixon took it off the gold reserve. And it looks like Iran and a couple of other countries I just heard today are actually developing a stable coin, so for cryptocurrency, backed by gold. Now that sounds like a good idea to me. So as long as you can have it backed by gold, it should be good. The US dollar is backed by nothing but a promise, and that promise has been broken hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of times. So I do not trust the US dollar at all. At all. I think they've been grossly irresponsible with it. Anyway, next. Hope that answers your question, Gucci. How about your opinions from Hong Kong merging to China? What will happen to dollar kabayan? I'm not sure also what's going to happen there, because in some ways, some people are holding out this opinion that they're going to allow Hong Kong to operate, not autonomously. China is always going to be, the communist CCP is always going to be calling the shots, but some are hoping that they will just allow them to operate as they have been under the watchful eye of the CCP. But I think that I don't really like it. I don't really like it. I don't know what's going to happen to our kababayans over there, because we've seen how China is with the Philippines, and they're very disrespectful to our sovereignty, to our islands and stuff like that. We all know that. So I don't like the idea of it. That's just my opinion. Next, do you think electric car? Not really. It can help for a while, but I've shared this concern, Kikai, with the group before. What we're doing is we're shifting from one power source to another, but we're still relying on fossil fuels and stuff, because imagine if we put all the burden onto electricity in Meralco and we swap from gasoline to that. What do you think's creating our electricity? It's coal. A lot of it's coal. So we're back to square one. We're not solving the problem. We're just shifting it from tailpipe emissions to factory emissions and coal emissions. And then, because we might overburden the grid, because everyone's plugging their cars in, we might have a bigger problem there. California had this problem recently where they were banning electric car charging for a while during the Ukraine war, or I know the Ukraine war is still going on, but I don't know what they've done with that. But imagine being an electric car owner, and then the government says, wait, we have to ration out electricity. Well, now you're screwed on the road and in your house. So I don't think it's a perfect solution. I think it's something that we need to get towards, but I think there is also a way that we need to build that responsibly so that we don't overburden our grid. Does that make sense? Hope it does. Okay, we got time, I think, for one more before we bring that little furry little monster in here to draw out the prize. What are the liabilities of the MRT, if there is? Without knowing the details of the case, BJ, I would think that the only liabilities would be if they were deemed to be negligent in anything. Obviously, we can't stop if it did turn out that one of them was a jumper. I don't want to assume. But if that's the case, then there's really not much you can do with that, unless the MRT was grossly negligent with anything in terms of like railings and stuff like that. But you know what? If somebody's determined enough, they can jump in front of a train. They can do. Sadly, there's just no way to protect yourself from that. So that's my answer. Only if there's negligence that can be proven. But otherwise, you've got to just sort of take it like, well, you know, what else can they do, right? Next. Should we answer one more? How can we improve our urban planning? If you ask me, personally, I would hire June Palafox and why is the name? How come the name's escaping me? Oh gosh, Paolo Alcazaran. Okay, I'm sorry, Paolo, if you happen to be listening. I just, it's me, not you. Mental block because of my age. Paolo Alcazaran and June Palafox. I would hire those two. I would ask them to create a dream team. I would ask them to plan a city that's not yet populated. Maybe, let's say, I don't know if it's too late to plan Clark or something like that. give it a master plan, and then use that as your test case to be able to redesign Metro Manila. But for me, if you're asking me personally, I would do another city outside Metro Manila. And the reason I would do that is I would want to, one, show proof of concept that these people can do it. And number two, I would want to see a drain out of Metro Manila. We need to decongest, decentralize, get people out there, give them a better option, which is only an hour and a half away if the roads are fine with the NLX and stuff. Get them to Clark, ask them, give them incentive to move up there, either through taxes or land prices or whatever it takes to just get, let's say, a few million people to move over there first, decongest Metro Manila, and then you fix it. Just like you can't renovate a house that you live in, you can't also completely redesign a city that's still being inhabited by over 20 million people, because during the daytime, that's the population, they say, of Metro Manila, with urban workers coming in, is 20 million. So you don't want to be able to, there's not much you can do while 20 million people are using the city. So get them out, get them off the roads and stuff like that, and then start redesigning. That's how I'd do it. Okay, we got 5 minutes left. Let's get that furry little dog here. It's everyone's favorite time. It is raffle time! Before we get started, our Titoclock is brought to you by Global Dominion, Petron, AutoKid, Ogawa, Malayan Insurance, Skinaway, and Culture Salon. You could use a Culture Salon right now, get that perm straightened out once and for all, and then show everybody your true colors. How about that? You want to see Rocket wet, that's it. If you see Rocket wet, all of his magic disappears. Rocky, you're so cute. All right, Rocket, you ready? Let's rock and roll. Somebody out there needs to win $2,000 worth of Petron fuel cards. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Somebody needs to win $2,000 worth of Petron. Okay, so Rocket, do the honors. Look straight into the camera. Diana Azul. Diana Azul, congratulations. Here you go. Just wondering, where's my prize? Where's my prize? There you go. There's your prize. Congratulations, Diana Azul. You're our big winner for $2,000 worth of a Petron vouchers. And that wraps up our Titoclock for today. Hope you guys had a wonderful time. And be back again next week for the same. Oh, wait, no, not next week, right? It's not next week. Okay, so it's the 28th. All right, so if you are the winner, you can pop a message to the.rocket.launcher with screenshot as proof. That's his Instagram. He checks that all the time because he is a narcissist and he thrives on likes. That's what keeps him going. That's what keeps his hair curly. So all the likes that he gets. He's So go and visit his profile. And if you are the winner, pop him a message with the screenshot as proof. So from all of us here, from our Titoclock trio, the team that's here today, we thank you for joining us again. And we'll see you next week. Be kind to one another. Bye. Say bye, Rocket. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Fancy meeting you in my internet. Couldn't help but notice your smile while everybody else around us is surfing about. Can we just stop and chat a while? Love could be waiting at the end this quarantine, let's stop and talk a while. Let's stop and talk a while.